Okay, hey, this is Brenda, and for those of you who are messaging me, asking me how do I get started, you've just signed up and you want a little bit of guidance how to get started. Let me explain to you what the referral method is. The referral method is a way for you to refer other people to Project Payday, and when you do, and somebody just enters in their email, you will be paid $1.50. So if you have a Facebook feed and you've got 600 friends and you want to share the opportunity with other people, you can simply post your link. Or if you have a Twitter account, you can post your referral link. When you start with Project Payday, you are given a referral link. Let's go to that referral link so I can show you what it is. Okay. Now, when you get your Project Payday account, you need to activate it. Now, let's just assume that you activated it already. Here is your referral link. Now, I know this is slow and this is methodical, but I really want you guys to get this information so that you know how to start. So here is your referral link. You're going to use this and you're going to share Project Payday with other people. Then when people enter in their email address on the form that you also entered your email address, you're going to make $1.50, whether or not that person signs up. Now, a word of caution. If you get too many people entering in an email address and nobody signs up, then Project Payday may cancel your account. So the idea is to make sure that you make your advertising as honest and compelling as you can. So in other words, let's say you want to share this opportunity with people on Facebook. You're going to need to create something that's going to be appealing to people, like, "Hi friends, I don't normally do this, but I made some extra money. Check this out." And then you just post your link. But if you're going to use Project Payday on Facebook, you're going to want to go to TinyURL and you're going to want to do a redirect. The reason that you want to do a redirect is because Facebook does not allow the Project Payday link because people have abused it. So let's go and create a tiny URL link. You'll enter in TinyURL, and this is where you'll take your Project Payday link and enter it in and create a short link. I'm having problems with my computer. Okay. Alright, so mega problems with my computer. So what we're going to do is you're going to copy and paste your referral link. There we go. Now, when you do that, you can just post it directly from Project Payday's site, just like that. Or if you want to know that this link came from Facebook and that all the people that you're referring from Facebook are signing up or not signing up, or how well you're doing or how not well you're doing, you'll want to put a / in and then just put something like Facebook. Now if you're doing this on Twitter, you'll want to put Twitter in, or whatever you want, whatever is handy for you to remember. Now here is an opportunity for you to customize your link. Now you can just make it a tiny URL, and tiny URL will give you its own link. You'll just get whatever they give you. But it's still a good link and it still works, and you can use it on Facebook because tinyURL is okay on Facebook. So, or if you want, you can put your name. My name is probably already taken, but let's see. I guess it's not taken. So then once you've created your tinyURL, you'll want to go to the middle one right here. You can open it in a new window if you want to test it. You can copy it to the clipboard. Me personally, I just like doing things the old-fashioned way, which is to highlight and then copy. But unfortunately, that seems to be a problem here. Nope, there we go. So then I'm going to go back here to my Word document, or whatever document you want to use. You can use a notepad or whatever free document service you can get. And then there now is my Facebook friendly link. So now I'm going to want to take that over to Facebook and just say, hey friends, I don't normally do this, but I made some extra money. Check this out. Some of your friends might say, hey, what's up with you? What are you doing? You don't normally post things like this. Some of your friends might say, oh, I like it. If you find that Facebook is not working for you and you don't like it, you don't like sharing these kinds of links with other people, which is, you know, some people do, some people don't, then you'll want to go over to Craigslist. Now, Craigslist is a site that is relatively easy to use once you know what you're doing. But there is a little bit of a learning curve. Now, most of you have posted ads on Craigslist, so you've used Craigslist to find a roommate or to sell something or to buy something or for whatever purpose, but you've never used it for this purpose. So the same principles apply to creating an account with Craigslist, which is where you would want to post an ad if you don't want to do Facebook, you're not comfortable with Facebook, you don't have enough friends, maybe you're a doctor or a lawyer and you don't want to put this sort of thing, you know, you're a little shy. Totally understandable. So let's go to Craigslist. And the first thing that you're going to want to do is to create an account. So to do that, you can just hit account. Now, assuming that you've never used Craigslist before, follow these steps. If you have used Craigslist before, then you will just go to your, actually you'll want to just create a new account. You probably want to keep your project Payday and your other things separate. Now, if you look in the link below, there is a link that leads to Craigslist, a tool that can help you called CL Traffic Bananas, but it's a paid tool. It's going to cost you about $100. So for those of you who are not ready to invest in that, who are really just getting started and really just need to make some money right away, just follow what I'm doing here. So you're going to want to sign up for an account, hit sign up for account, then you're going to want to put your email address in, whatever that is. Okay, now I'm just making a dummy email address, so it's never going to go anywhere. You're going to want to type in this code here. If you can't read it, just redo it. There we go. That one looks legible. So they're messy on purpose to stop people who use auto software to slow them down. So then you're going to want to create an account. Now what you're going to want to go do is check your email. And when you check your email, Craigslist is going to send you a link. What you want to do is you want to click on that link. Craigslist will ask you to accept their terms of service. And what you might want to do at this point is follow along with what I'm doing. Have maybe Google Chrome open and then have Firefox open so that you can control tab through everything so you can follow along. But they're going to send you a link. You're going to want to click that open. It's going to take you back to Craigslist. It's going to ask you to accept the terms of service, and then you're going to hit yes. And at that point, you're going to be ready to actually post an ad on Craigslist. So once your account is activated, let's just log into one of my accounts here. Now, I've been testing Craigslist Traffic Bananas, so some of the posts you're going to see here are just test posts. So this is what an account looks like. This is what a Craigslist account looks like. So what you're going to want to do, once you have your account, you won't see anything in there. What you'll see is nothing. So here's your fresh Craigslist account. So what you're going to want to do is in your local city, so if you're in Los Angeles, you'll probably want to post in Los Angeles. Find the closest free city that you can find. And if you're in Ohio, for now, Cincinnati and Cleveland and Columbus are free, but they won't be in a couple days. So what you'll want to do is find the closest city that you can find that is free. And then we're going to go there and we're going to post an ad. So in this particular instance, we're going to post just to show you what to do. Now let's go back a few steps. Okay. You're going to want to post either job offered, or you can post a gig. Gigs are good too. You can post a gig. So let's do that, because the gigs are free. They're not paid. There's no section on Craigslist where the gigs are paid. So let's say you want to post a gig. What you're going to want to do is hit, because this might be easier for those of you who are just getting started, to just go to the gigs and not the jobs, just to get started, just to start getting a little money coming in and learn the process. So you're going to want to go to gig offered. Then you're going to want to hit I want to hire someone. And then you can go to domestic gigs, or you can choose any gig that you want. What I would recommend is to choose the gig that you're most familiar with. So if you're a computer person, obviously you have something to say to computer people. If you're a creative person and an artist, you might want to go to the creative gigs to identify with those people. If you don't have any idea what I'm talking about and you just don't care, then just go to the domestic gigs. Now, you're going to probably want to post something like, hey, check me out, I am working again. Now, that's an interesting title because people want to know what you're talking about. And then put your location, which is Ohio. Then you're going to want to go back to get your tiny URL. You probably don't want to post Project Payday directly on Craigslist. Then you're just going to want to say something simple like, hi, I am so glad to be working again. If you want to be glad too, then check this out. Now you don't need to say anything about rated A by the Better Business Bureau. You don't want to use terms like that right now. You just want to get a little success, and we're not going to get into why it's not a good idea to put rated A by the Better Business Bureau, because it's irrelevant. It doesn't matter. You just want to get somebody to Project Payday. So just write something simple like, hey, I'm so glad to be working again. If you want to be glad too, then check this out. I am sure that you will be excited. Now the reason I put something silly like that is because it is exciting. And I don't want to say satisfied because somebody might hate Project Payday. So I just use vague terms that get people to the site. So then at this point, you'll just want to use a statement that is bold. You want to say, go there. So and then that's it. And then you just want to put pay. You could put anything you want, but let's just be reasonable. Just put good pay. And don't click show on maps because it just doesn't matter, or you can. For those of you who are completely not familiar with Craigslist, you'll probably want to just leave this unchecked, because if you check that, then it gives people permission to contact you. They're going to contact you anyway, but whatever. So now here is your opportunity to click use Craigslist email relay recommended, show my real email address, or no replies to this email, please. If you put no reply, then nobody will be able to email you, which will make people have to go to this link. Okay, so I usually click this when I put a link in because I don't want people to email me, or I might want them to email me, but that's another lesson altogether. So then you're going to want to hit continue, and Craigslist is going to ask you if you want to add any images. You can if you want. At this point, probably don't want to. You just want to just hit done. And then here's the preview of your ad. Hey, check me out. I'm working again. I'm so glad to be working again. If you want to be glad too, then check this out. I'm sure that you'll be excited. And then there you go. Now, Craigslist sometimes will make you wait an hour before your ad will get on Craigslist, or it'll make you wait sometimes 4 hours. Sometimes it takes a while for your ad to appear on Craigslist. The way that you're going to know if your ad is appearing on Craigslist is you're going to see your sub ID. You're going to go into your Project Payday account, and you're going to see that you had a click. And if you had a click or you had 2 clicks, then you know that your ad is live on the site. Sometimes the ads don't go live. It's what we call ghosting, but that is for another day to talk about. You'll know that your ad is live. You can go and check and you can see it. So let's hit publish. And here is a common problem that happens with Craigslist that I wasn't aware that tiny URL had been blocked out. This is good because this is something that you are going to encounter. Don't let it bother you. Don't let it get don't get upset with it. Let's see if Craigslist's Project Payday is actually blocked. Okay, so you're going to want to post your Project Payday directly. So then you're going to want to post Craigslist ad as your sub ID, because when you log into your Project Payday account and you check your stats, you'll see this Craigslist ad sub ID will show, and that'll tell you how effective you are. So tiny URL is not working, and that happens typically when people use something too much. Craigslist will say, oh, we're not going to allow that again. So be prepared for that. There are lots of free URLs, redirects that you can get. Just go find one on Google and put your Project Payday ads. Let's try Project Payday to see if Project Payday is working. Done with images, and we're going to publish. And interestingly enough, Project Payday has not been completely banned. Okay, so now what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to check the email. Even though I have an account, Craigslist wants to insist that I check the Gmail. Sometimes they do that, sometimes they don't. Be prepared to play a few little games with Craigslist. That's just the way it is. Now we're logged into my main account, so we're going to have to go over to my Gmail account. And it's very slow going, so everybody take a nap right now, and let's log out, and then we're going to log back into the account in question. This is what you're going to do. This is what you're going to see. You can use Gmail, you can use Yahoo, you can use whatever email service you want to create the initial Craigslist account. It's really up to you. One is not better than the other. Now here is the link. Craigslist wants, for some strange reason, they will ask you to go into your email. It's called an email loop. Don't worry about it. It's just one of those things that Craigslist does to keep people from posting thousands of ads a day, or to make it harder on them, to slow the process down. But you're not posting with any software. You're just doing it by hand, and so it doesn't matter. And here it is. Here is what your ad is going to look like. Hey, check me out. I'm working again. I'm so glad to be working again. If you want to be glad too, check this out. And then people will click on the link and they'll go directly to Project Payday. And what they're going to see is what you saw to begin with. They're going to see the same thing that you saw when you originally signed up. So basically, you are doing what you saw someone else doing. Now, as you progress along on Craigslist and Project Payday, you will want to do other things, use landing pages, but we're not going to get into that. That's for another lesson, but that is a beginner's lesson on how to get started. I know that some of you have signed up and you just have absolutely no clue what's going on here. So I hope that this has helped. I am not available to do one-on-ones unless you are on my team, or unless you would like to do it on a consultation basis, which is not going to be free. So the videos here are designed to help you get familiar with Craigslist, to amuse you a little bit, but to give you information that you need. So look around on all of the emails, or excuse me, the videos, and there's a lot of free information here. If you're going to be an internet marketer, or if you just want to make Project Payday work for you, be prepared to spend some time learning. Be prepared to watch what I do, and be prepared to put a little bit of time into learning how to do it, because it's not just going to come overnight. It took me about a month to get going before I started making some decent money. Okay, a month. So, and I had absolutely zero experience with any kind of online marketing at all. So it took me about a month. So be prepared, be patient with yourself. It's not going to happen overnight. And again, I am available for consultation at cost, or you can just get as much free information as you want here on my channel. Okay? Take care, everybody. I'm glad that you're here, and I hope this video has been of help to you. Over and out.